Assalamu alaikum and a very warm welcome to everyone joining us for another thought-provoking edition of our AI session. I am Muhammad Abu Bakr Faouki, and it is a privilege to have you with us as we continue exploring ideas that inspire learning, innovation, and personal excellence. Today's conversation focuses on a skill that influences almost every aspect of our life, from education and businesses to leadership, content creation, and personal relationships. Our today's topic is how to write better and communicate your ideas clearly. Every day we write emails, messages, reports, social media posts, proposals, and presentations. Yet many brilliant ideas never receive the attention they deserve simply because they are not communicated clearly. Effective communication is not only about using impressive words, it is about impressing thoughts with clarity, purpose, confidence, and impact. How can anyone become a stronger writer? What habits separate excellent communicators from average ones? How can we simplify complex ideas without losing meaning? And how is artificial intelligence changing the future of writing and communication? To help us explore these important questions, I am delighted to welcome ChatGPT, an advanced AI assistant developed by OpenAI.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. It's a pleasure to be here. Clear communication really is the bridge between good ideas and real impact.
To help us explore, together we will discuss practical techniques, timeless communications principles, and modern AI-powered strategies that can help anyone become a more effective writer and communicator. Without any further delay, let's begin today's AI session. So, my first question is that from ChatGPT, uh, from your perspective, why is effective writing such an essential skill in today's world, and how does clear communication influence personal, academic, and professional success?
Clear writing matters because it turns your thinking into something others can understand, act on, and trust. In school, it sharpens your thinking. At work, it aligns teams and decisions. And personally, it reduces misunderstanding. It's less about fancy words, more about being understood, building trust, and ultimately moving things forward.
Many people struggle to organize their thoughts before they begin writing. What practical process would you recommend it for planning ideas so that writing becomes logical, engaging, and easy for readers to understand?
Start simple. Jot down your single main point, then list two or three supports. Turn that into a quick outline, beginning, middle, end, problem, insight, takeaway, whatever fits. Speak it out loud once. If it sounds clear, it will read clear. Then draft loosely. Don't aim for perfection. Tighten structure later. That separation, plan, draft, revise, keeps your logic clean.
My next question is that strong communication is not only about grammar and vocabulary. What role do clarity, structure, storytelling, and audience awareness play in making written content more persuasive and memorable?
Clarity is the foundation. If people don't get it fast, you've lost them. Structure gives that clarity a path to follow. Storytelling adds emotional glue. Examples, metaphors, tiny narratives that stick. And audience awareness is the steering wheel. It shapes tone, depth, and example so people feel this is for me. When those align, your words don't just inform, they persuade and they're remembered.
Students, professionals, entrepreneurs, and content creators all writers for different purposes. How should people adopt their writing style depending on whether they are creating emails, reports, presentations, blogs, or social media content?
Start by asking two questions. Who is this for and what do they need from me? Emails be concise and action focused. Reports prioritize clarity, data, and structure. Presentations short, punchy points that support your voice, not replace it. Blogs and socials conversational, scannable, maybe a touch of personality. Same core message, different outfit. The key is matching tone and depth to the reader's time and expectations.
One of the biggest challenges for writers is overcoming writer's block. What techniques can help individuals stay creative, generate fresh ideas, and continue writing even when inspiration? feels limited.
Lower the bar. Tell yourself you're just sketching. Try free writing for 5 minutes with no stopping. Often momentum matters more than inspiration. Change your environment, talk ideas out loud, or write a bad first paragraph on purpose just to break the seal. Once you start moving, you can steer. Writing isn't waiting for lightning, it's building a fire with small sparks.
So my next question is that artificial intelligence has introduced powerful writing assistants. How can people use AI responsibly to improve grammar, structure, research, and productivity while ensuring that their own voice, originality, and critical thinking remain at the center of their work?
Use AI as a collaborator, not a ghostwriter. Let it clean grammar, suggest structure, or surface gaps, but keep your voice and ideas front and center. Use it to test clarity. Does this make sense? To brainstorm angles or to speed up drudge work? Don't outsource your judgment. Double check facts, revise in your own words, and own the message. That's how you stay authentic and original.
Communication is more than writing, it also involves listening and understanding others. How can active listening improve the quality of written and spoken communication in both personal and professional settings?
Active listening sharpens your sense of what people really need. When you slow down and truly hear tone, intent, and unspoken cues, your responses, spoken or written, get more precise and empathetic. You ask better questions, you anticipate concerns, and you cut misunderstandings. In teams, it builds trust. In personal life, it builds real connection. Listening turns communication from broadcasting into a genuine exchange.
Many talented people know their subject well, but struggle to explain complex ideas in simple language. What strategies can help communicators make difficult topics easy to understand without oversimplifying them?
Start with the core idea in one plain sentence, no jargon. Then layer detail only as needed. Use analogies that connect new ideas to familiar things. Chunk info into small steps. Define terms right when you first use them. And check for understanding. Simple doesn't mean shallow, it means accessible. You're building a ramp, not lowering the ceiling. That opens the door to more people without losing substance.
Looking toward the future, how do you think communication skills will evolve as artificial intelligence, digital collaboration, and global communication continue to transform education and the workplace?
We'll need to get better at the human part: clarity of thought, ethical judgment, cultural sensitivity, and critical thinking. AI will handle more routine drafting, which means our value shifts to framing the right questions, synthesizing perspectives, and communicating with empathy across diverse audiences. Collaboration across languages and time zones will be normal, so adaptability and the ability to bridge differences will matter most. The tools change, but being clear, kind, and thoughtful stays timeless.
Finally, if you could leave one inspiring message for students, educators, professionals, entrepreneurs, and aspiring writers about improving their communication skills, what advice would you share to help them express their ideas with confidence and lasting impact?
First, back yourself. Clarity comes from caring about your reader, and confidence grows through practice. You don't need fancy words, you need honest ones. Start where you are, say what you mean, check it's understood, refine and repeat. Small improvements compound like interest. Trust your voice, use it. That's how it gets stronger.
As we conclude today's AI session, let us remember that every meaningful achievement begins with an idea, but every great idea reaches its full potential only when it is communicated clearly. Writing is not simply a technical skill; it is a vital, it is a bridge that connects knowledge with understanding, vision with action, and people with opportunities. The more effectively we communicate, the greater our ability to educate, inspire, influence, and create positive change. My sincere appreciation goes to ChatGPT for sharing valuable insights and practical guidance throughout today's discussion.
Thank you. It's been a genuine pleasure being part of this conversation.
I also want to thank every viewer for investing your time in this conversation. If today's discussion inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe so you never miss our future conversation on artificial intelligence, communication, education, leadership, creativity, and innovation. Until we meet again, I am Muhammad Abubakar Farooqi. Keep learning, keep writing, keep communicating with purpose, and remember that clear ideas expressed with confidence have the power to change lives. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.